today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Mac Jones and the New England Patriots taking on Matt Ryan and the Indianapolis Colts.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series, and at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
In a storied career that has spanned 14 seasons and nearly 60,000 yards through the air, we're seeing a brand new chapter for Matt Ryan this year. With Atlanta in a rebuild, Ryan was dealt to Indianapolis, where he's their sixth Week 1 quarterback in 6 seasons. One of the most decorated quarterbacks still active, this move will keep Ryan on a contender as he chases his first career Super Bowl title.
Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Ryan. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Gets past one man. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his 2nd season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft, and we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who was the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
Trading for DeForest Buckner 2 years ago, still a shrewd move for the Indianapolis Colts. He's anchored their defense with 6.5 sacks in that time, as well as garnering All-Pro and Pro Bowl honors.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Ryan. This will be, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, catch made here by Campbell. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Now Ryan. Touchdown! Matt Ryan able to connect with Michael Pittman. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So already not the best at kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Harris running straight ahead, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Checking this down to Stevenson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a New England touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 1st down, Ryan finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. First and 10, Taylor now. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. 2nd and 9 now. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Nice first down pickup there by Alec Pierce. If you want to talk about underrated athletes from the 2022 draft, you must include his name. Excellent size, runs a 4.4 40, and can jump out of the building. You want to add some toughness in there? He played linebacker for a while at the University of Cincinnati. He fits what Indianapolis is looking for to a T.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Ryan on first down. That one finds Pierce right side. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
To throw is Ryan. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley-Cox, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Jones. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference, as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. They set up the screen for Stevenson. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Ryan. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9. Here's Ryan to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Here's Ryan. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Ryan. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Ryan. He finds his man, complete. That's Pierce. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Matt Ryan able to connect with Michael Pittman. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones, complete. It's Henry. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fends him off. Being chased. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jones on 1st and 10. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Talk about two sides of the ball and cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Jones. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
53 the mark. 53. Check 53.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw again. And right side, Henry's got it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now Jones. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
For the extra point is Folk. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Hey, you got
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.